Football season is right around the corner, and lately, a lot of national pundits have been clamoring for the Dolphins, saying that you better look out. They've got a loaded lineup, and they're going to be someone to contend with, not just in the AFC East, but the AFC in general. Well, pump the brakes just a little bit. Julian Edelman recently joined the Kelsey brothers on their podcast, and he isn't totally sold on all this Dolphins hype.
I can see Miami taking a step back.
You think so?
I can see it.
Dude, I thought
because they would they start 7-0 last year.
If Tua didn't get hurt, they might have won the AFC last year. No, I mean they would have been in contention. Dude, they were killing it early on. But was that a fluke?
I don't know if it's a fluke, but December and November football is different.
It's different. That's a good point.
It's different. I see them taking a step back because they have so much hype around them.
Gotcha.
There's like always that one team where they're supposed to be good and something like what is it? 40% of the teams that made the playoffs last year aren't going to make the playoffs this year.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Go ahead.
I'm about to say something crazy.
That was flawed a little bit. Go ahead.
All right. No team's been more hyped than my team. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So to say that Miami's been hype, that's kind of Miami's been hype, but they were hype last year. Remember, like there was last year at this time, there wasn't a show you watch on ESPN or on FS1 that didn't have Tua. That wasn't talking about Tua, his arm and his arm strength and everything. Then during the season, it became about the concussions and everything like that. Now, I understand this theory about November, December, January football is different. But that sounds to me that you're saying that a team can't play in cold weather. And I think Miami proved that last season that they could play in cold weather. When they played in Buffalo, those games they played in Buffalo, they could have won those games with a third-string quarterback. They could have won that wild card game. So that to me sounds like Patriot hate. The overhype is a reach because let's keep it. I'm keeping it a buck right here. My team has been hyped. Do I feel like they're gonna live up to the hype? Yes, but to say that Miami's overhyped, that's crazy.
Well, Julian Edelman simply saying
they made the wild card last year and improved. Like that's wild.
He doesn't give you any reasoning that they're gonna not be good this year or they're gonna take a step back. Just they're too hyped. Well, that's not reasoning. You have to say, okay, maybe they're too hyped because of this, and this. He doesn't do that. He just says some teams that get hyped, oh, well, they don't live up to it.
Right, but
you gotta let me know why they're not gonna do that. You can't just say that.
Here I am, Jet fan and all. But if I was a Dolphin fan, I could say the Dolphins, like, no team's been more hyped than the Jets. Like, really. And they didn't make the playoffs. They didn't, they could say that. And I got to eat that. But for Julian Edelman to say that, that to me is wild. Well, that sounds like a lot of Patriot hate right
Here's
there.
another flawed part of the whole argument. We know football is different in November and December and January. Yeah, Tua was hurt at the end of the season.
Not even that. That sounds to me of you're saying that the team plays in South Florida, they play in warm weather so that they can't play in cold weather. And I think they proved that last season.
Yeah, they played well in Buffalo both times at the end of the season.
So that's
in the cold
crazy.
Weather.
That's just Patriot hate right there.
But then, December, I don't think Tua played any games. But, they weren't that good. Well, when you don't have your starting quarterback, you're not going to be as good. When you're in your third-string quarterback, probably not going to be as good. And I know some people want to hype up Skylar Thompson to the heavens. He's still the third-string quarterback. So I think Edelman kind of just coming out saying, I don't like the Dolphins. I don't think they're going to be that good. I'm a Patriot. Love the Patriots, and that's the way it's going to be. But they're too hyped.
Yeah, that sounds like there's a little bit more. Maybe he's upset because Brady was supposed to go there, and he was supposed to go there, and something happened, and he's just hating on Miami.
But wasn't enough reasoning for me right there.
That's a lot of reach. He was reaching.
Yeah, that's a lot of reaching right there. But other than he's just saying my gut. That's my gut. That's my gut. Okay, you say that,
but to say that they're overhyped is wild.
I don't know about them being. He's like they're not as deep as you might think. I'm like, I don't know. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Tua Tagovailoa, Teron Armstead, Xavier Howard. Need I go on? Like, you want more? I got you. Vic Fangio's on the team now. I don't know. Got a lot of players there. Got a lot of good guys.
I felt offended by that comment.
I know.
And I don't even like you guys.
I know the Kelsey brothers. Oh,
No. Jason said it right. Jason was right.
He's
Jason's
like, I thought they might have won the
they
whole.
could have won the AFC East
Yeah.
if Tua doesn't get hurt. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know what happens.
But that's part of the game too. I will admit that.
Nah, you know what? I can't say that. No. Let me take that back.
Bills were really good last year.
Because you guys had that 5-game losing streak, and that was before Tua got hurt. You were losing, so the chance of winning the AFC East went down the drain during that losing streak. But they were a better team, and yes, Tua did miss the end of the season, so we don't know what could have happened. That team went to Buffalo and had a chance to win a wild card game with a third-string quarterback. Say what you want. So it's no overhype. If anything, the most overhyped team might be Buffalo. How about that?
I don't think Buffalo's as bad as people are giving them credit for. They're just in a really tough division, and I always think they shrink in the biggest of stages, like the playoffs, like barely beating the Dolphins' third-string quarterback at home, even though they're up 17-0 really early in the game. But yeah, like, I don't know. It's just, I don't think that just a team being hyped doesn't mean that they're not going to live up to the hype. It just means there's probably, reason for them to be hyped about, because there's a lot of good stuff going on with the Miami Dolphins, and Edelman seems like he's just kind of taking shots. Seems like he kind of wants to manifest that, and he wants his New England Patriots to be better.